Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be my second in my Disneyland series all about budgeting for the parks. Now we all know that Disneyland is a very expensive place to visit. Pretty much anything Disney is going to be on the pricier side. It is easily the most expensive amusement park to visit in Southern California. I've had passes there, Knott's Berry Farm. Right now we have Legoland. And even like the Aquarium of the Pacific we've had, and Disneyland is of course the most expensive place to visit. It is the most crowded, the most desired, but there are ways that you can save money. So I'm going to go ahead and share my tricks with you on ways you can save money while you're visiting the parks. My first tip is something that you can do that's completely free to get some discounts, and that is to get yourself a Disney debit card. It is free to get through your bank. You just go, fill out the little application, and they send you an adorable Disney debit card. Mine has all the, like the big 5 on it in a blue background. It's really cute, but there are other options. What's great about that is you can get discounts for purchases you make in the park, at Disney stores, and even like at downtown Disney. But you have to spend a certain amount. I want to say it's purchases over $50, you get 10% off. But still, that's nothing to scoff at when you're going to Disneyland. So definitely consider that. Another good thing about that is that you can get advanced purchase options for special events. We always purchase our Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party tickets using our Disney debit card. We call, we speak to a cast member, and we're because we have the debit card, we're actually able to purchase it sooner than, you know, Joe Schmo off the street who doesn't have one. And it's actually, I want to say that it's discounted as well, a little bit cheaper. It's not like a crazy amount. I want to say it's like 10 bucks per ticket, but that, again, it's nothing to scoff at. So definitely a great option to consider when you are planning your Disney trip. A great way to save money on your tickets actually is to look for special events that are a little bit less pricey than a regular ticket option. Our favorite, we go every year, is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Those used to be, unfortunately they used to be $60, and last year they raised them up to $90 per ticket, but that is still less expensive than a regular ticket. With those tickets, do keep in mind that the children's ticket is going to be the same price as the adult ticket. Of course, 2 and under is still free. You will not be allowed into the park until 3 p.m. and the event starts at 6. But the great news is those tickets are park hopper tickets, meaning you can get into both California Adventure and Disneyland on the day of your event. And the great thing is, because you are trick-or-treating, you get a lot of treats for free. My next budget tip is to take advantage of either free or inexpensive souvenirs. Yes, believe it or not, there are free souvenirs that you can get at Disneyland. Mainly buttons. Let me go ahead and give you like, this is mine and my husband's. We got one year when we went on our anniversary. Anyhow, but definitely you can get these at City Hall on Main Street, and they don't just have anniversary buttons. They have first visit buttons, they have birthday buttons, they have when you visit for Disney dining, they have just regular plain old buttons. So definitely a awesome option. And the great thing is, if you wear it, like say it's your birthday, every cast member is going to stop you and wish you a happy birthday or whatever event you're going for. And then as far as inexpensive souvenirs, the Disney pressed pennies are kind of iconic. Those will cost you about, I want to say it's 50 cents. It's 51 cents. You put your 50 cents in, your 2 quarters, and then you put your penny in, and they press the penny. And there are a lot of different options to choose from. And one thing that I saw on Pinterest that I thought was adorable was a woman got a bunch of her pressed pennies, and she framed them in the shape of a Mickey head. And it looked so cute. So definitely consider those 2 things as options if you're looking to get something from Disneyland without spending a whole lot of money. Okay, so my next tip is to consider budget-friendly dining. Now, we all know that anytime you go to any amusement park, the food is going to be so much more expensive than eating outside of the park. And oddly enough, one of the things that I found is that even the like fast food chains around amusement parks, they tend to be a little bit more pricey too. Like they won't have a dollar menu or anything like the usual things you go to save a buck or two. Those things are kind of missing from those restaurants. So definitely keep that in mind. But there are some more inexpensive places to eat at both the parks. My favorite kind of inexpensive eatery at Disneyland is going to be the Golden Horseshoe, which is in Frontierland, and that one is like think corn dogs, hot dogs, chicken tenders, French fries, things like that. It's a great place to have a break in air conditioning. There is outdoor seating as well. Do keep in mind that if you do go for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, that the Golden Horseshoe is closed off because that's where one of the candy mazes is set up every year. But definitely inexpensive place to eat. I would say it's comparable to like, say, Chick-fil-A prices, you know, like slightly pricier fast food prices. And the food's pretty good too, so keep that in mind. And then for California Adventure, my favorite inexpensive place to eat, especially with kids, is Award Wieners. That one's in Hollywoodland, and as you can tell by the name, they serve hot dogs, chili dogs, fries, chips, things like that. The seating there is going to be outdoors, but it's in shade, and you know, if you get lucky, you can see the trolley go by, and there's a lot of neat things to see there. Another way to save money on food is to just bring your own into the parks. Disneyland is great about letting you bring in snacks and like definitely bottled water. We've brought juice pouches and even like individual soda bottles. And we've never had any problems bringing those into the park. I wouldn't recommend like bringing fast food or anything in like that. I don't think they'll let you do that. But you can definitely bring your own food and even have a picnic. There's some picnic spots outside of the park too if you choose. Now, if you do choose to eat outside food while you're at Disneyland or California Adventure, but you still want to have some sort of like iconic Disney food experience, you do still have options in the form of snacks. A couple of favorites that kind of are pretty famous when you think about it are the Dole Whip, pineapple frozen treat, and you can get those outside of the Enchanted Tiki Room at Disneyland. And you can also bring it into the Enchanted Tiki Room and enjoy a show and a yummy treat. Another kind of iconic Disney snack is definitely the churro. Those are available throughout both parks, easily accessible at like you'll see like little grab stands everywhere, and you will find churros everywhere. It's basically like a long stick Mexican donut. It's very doughy and soft on the inside, crispy on the outside, and it has a coating of cinnamon and sugar. They're delicious, especially with coffee and especially on cold days. They're amazing. You can also look for any type of snack food that is Mickey shaped. And believe me, there is a lot of that as well. There are Mickey shaped ice cream bars, there are Mickey shaped waffles, and there are my favorite, which are the Mickey shaped beignets that you get in New Orleans Square. They are so yummy, they're so good. Oh, okay. There are also kind of like free snacks if you go to California Adventure. Is it on Pixar Pier now? Kind of. If you go to Bodine's and you do the sourdough bread tour, you get a little piece of sourdough bread if you just want like, you know, just something. And then you can also go across the way to Ghirardelli, and of course you get the little sample of chocolate there. So I know they're not like substantial, but it is something yummy that you can eat at the parks. Another tip to consider is to purchase your souvenirs outside of the Disney parks. I know it's not quite as exciting as purchasing something inside the parks, but there are plenty of options at Downtown Disney. It's not going to be crazy inexpensive, but there are some cheaper options, and I find that there's like a greater variety of things to buy when you are there. You can go to the main, I'm blanking on the name. I will put it on the screen because I'm completely blanking on the name. There's the main Disney store in Downtown Disney, which is right there. It's part of the Disney Resort Complex, and they have an insane amount of stuff. Just keep in mind that it will be a little bit crowded on crowded days, So that's a great place to get like t-shirts and toys and even like dishes and aprons and stuff like that. Even jewelry, Disney themed jewelry. And then I like Disney Wonderground for Disney art. Did you know that there's Disney art? And there's a lot of it. I have several pieces by the artist Noah. I have like 2 Thomas Kincaid, and my favorite is one from Paige O'Hara, who, if you are not familiar with her, she actually voiced Belle in the original Beauty and the Beast animated classic. She has done actually a lot of Disney, well, really Beauty and the Beast theme art. That stuff can get pricey if you buy like originals or like limited editions. But they have just regular little prints that you can get, and coffee mugs, and even like fridge magnets that aren't really expensive. So definitely consider those when purchasing your souvenirs. Okay, well, obviously I have changed locations from where I was filming. My little one was getting a little bit impatient, and my other one's saying hi to you guys right now. Anyhow, I just wanted to sign off really quickly. Those were basically my kind of generalized tips on how to save money at the Disneyland Resort and California Adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any tips of your own, please feel free to share them in the comments. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.